Do you remember the date? June 1st, 1997.
June 1st.
June 1st, 1997. It was a Sunday. There was a 150-meter race. It took place at Skydome. Do you remember this?
I think I remember it, yes.
Okay, I know when you had your Toronto Mike debut, we went pretty in-depth. I played the call. We set this up. But in an essence, we always talk about the 100-meter champion in the Olympics. We always say that's the fastest man in the world.
Right.
In Atlanta, everybody knows this, but in Atlanta, you ran 9.84, world record time. You won the gold medal. Mm-hmm. You, Donovan Bailey, were the fastest man in the world.
Alive.
Fastest man alive.
Yeah.
Right. World record holder. The fastest man of all time, if you want to get technical.
Right.
Michael Johnson was the 200-meter champion, and he just started calling himself the fastest man in the world? Is that what happened there?
Well, I mean, it's definitely self-imposed, for sure. I mean, Michael's a fan. There's a fan of one,
right.
Because I mean, somehow your lying ears or lying eyes is being determined by someone who says that he is the fastest person in the world, 21 miles an hour. But the guy who runs 28 miles an hour is not that fast.
So nonsense, because we all of us sensible people. It's
great marketing for Michael, though. It's all good.
Well, great marketing for you too, in the sense that you had this race on June 1st, 1997. We all tuned in. Okay. Please show me your accounting slips here. How much money did you take home from this race?
Couple of bucks.
What's my cut of that? None, I guess. Okay. So you guys decide, okay, we're going to make some noise here and have a 150-meter race to determine who's the world's fastest man. Mm-hmm. Now, it's at Skydome, like I mentioned. You're the 100-meter champ from Atlanta. Michael Johnson is the 200-meter champ, and he also won the 400. But again, he never won the 100-meter. He wasn't in the finals. Right. But you guys run 150 meters. I played it in your Toronto Mike debut. Everybody knows Michael Johnson kind of pulls up lame and doesn't even, I don't think he finishes that race, but you blow him out of the water.
Right.
You won that race.
By a mile, yeah.
By a country mile.
Right.
May I play for you a recent clip that CBC talked to Michael Johnson? May I play this and just get your? I want your honest reaction. I don't want the CBC reaction. Okay, I know what that's like. I want the Toronto Mike real talk. Let's listen to Michael Johnson here.
Country remembers very well your rivalry with Donovan Bailey. What is the status of your relationship with him?
Oh, absolutely not. Donovan said what he said after that race.
He didn't pull up. He's a chicken.
He said what he needed to say, and I did what I needed to do. Went ahead and kept winning gold medals and left Donovan where he still belongs.
Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. We remember Michael Johnson. Clearly, the rivalry is still very fresh.
How would you like to respond here?
I'm not responding, Mike. I'm not. I don't. You know what's really funny? I actually don't. Let me tell you this. I don't think. Number one, I'm not competing. Right today.
No.
We competed against each other when we were in our utmost prime. Right.
Right.
The race was over in 10 meters. Okay? No, I'm just saying this is facts.
I watched it. You're 100% right.
This is facts. The race was over. I start 1 meter on the inside and I catch you in 10 meters. So at the end of the day, I don't have to respond to anything. I mean, I think that Michael again, I'll always respect Michael as one of the best speed endurance guy, which is a 400 and a 200 meter guy. I'm actually still surprised that Frankie Fredericks and Otto Bolden didn't adapt my race model, which would be to get out of the blocks because you're much faster and you have much more power than your opponent. So to get out of the blocks and like crush them in the first 30, 40, 50 meters. I'm actually surprised that Otto Bolden and Frankie Fredericks didn't, but it is what it is. They ran Michael's race and Michael won. But dude, I think that Ariel is amazing. Ariel's one of the best reporters out there. I mean, and he doesn't care, and certainly a little bit of a shit disturber. But at the end of the day, whatever Michael's saying right now, and whatever it is. I really wish him the best, and ultimately for me, I want to be supportive of the league he's starting, because the league he's starting is exactly the business model of the 150. We had the best of the best competing against each other for more money than they've ever made. So again, I know it well. I was the intricate part of planning for this. But at the end of the day, man, I didn't think. I mean, I think I said I didn't think that I was living rent free still in Michael's
that chicken
head.
comment is still ticking him off. It's still, you could tell.
Yeah, I think Michael's probably a very sensitive guy. Michael's still a very sensitive guy, and at the end of the day, I like for me, my wins are my wins, my losses are my losses. I own all of it. I'm still, one of the greatest men that ever walked the face of the earth, one of the fastest men that ever walked the face of the earth. And my responsibility at this age is to play it forward, cheer on all the young cats that are out doing amazing things like Tobogo and Kashane Thompson and Noah Lyles, whoever, like all of these. My job is to play it forward. I'm losing absolutely no sleep, or have I ever lost any sleep about winning a race or losing a race.
Okay, before we say goodbye, again, you just finished the great recap of the Olympic track events on Donovan Bailey Running Things. You do that with Jason Portwando. People can find it on your YouTube channel, or you can find it wherever you get your podcasts. I'm literally going to drop that as soon as we finish this last couple of minutes here. But at the time, watching the 150-meter race, it looked like Michael Johnson knew he was cooked and bailed. Like, he just said, I'm shutting this down because I'm going to look foolish getting blown out of the water in a 150-meter race. So it looks like he does pack it in. He chickens out. That's my eyes at the time, okay? He claims he was genuinely injured. What say you all these years later? Does it matter, or because your chicken comments, I think, are fair if he's bailing because he can't compete with you, Donovan?
Well, dude, that was result then. I mean, and if he said he was genuinely injured, that's fine, because I mean, we also competed in Europe 2 weeks later. So whatever the injury was, and again, if he was injured, then hey, man, I'm glad that you got better. Michael had a stroke a year or two ago.
Did he?
Right? Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, so I always look out. I always look out for someone's well-being. Right. But at the end of the day, for me, like I said, I'm running 9.8. I'm the world record holder. On his greatest day, he runs 10.1. It's not a rivalry. I mean, it's not even remotely close.
There's no debate.
Right. So at the end of the day, if I run 9.8 and someone runs 10.1, so at the end of the day, if I have a 50 meters to go, let's just say I did that. Right. If I have 50 meters to go, I'm still 20, 30 meters ahead of you. I can run backwards.
Right. Now, it's worth noting that Michael Johnson got a $500,000 appearance fee.
Greatest payday for him.
So, he's like a boxer, right? You can just take the dive and take the money and run.
You should be thankful. You should be like, hey, this is great. Mr. Bailey, you got me $500,000.